Hello, Patriot Growth Insurance Services. I'm very excited to be offering you 2 new benefits with LegalShield. One is legal, one is identity theft. My name's Mindy Rogers. I'm your LegalShield representative. I want to let you know that these are really easy to use because you come from the insurance world and you deal with complexity all the time. No claim forms, deductibles, co-pays. Your benefits are fully portable. In fact, you guys have a fantastic rate on the LegalShield and ID Shield. I'm going to go through the ID Shield benefit first, just because that's become a lot more top of mind, especially with all the breaches that keep happening, especially the Equifax breach that happened last year. I know you are all very familiar with that. And the information that was stolen is information that you just cannot change. Your full name, your date of birth, your social security number, your driver's license number, passport number, some credit card information, some address information. And of all that information, none of it can you really change it except for your credit cards and your address. And that's really it. So this information is going to follow you for life. And so now you really need to have some kind of monitoring in place because you are way too busy to deal with identity theft. It is going to alert you if you have any kind of issue with your identity. There's been a lot of free monitoring that's been offered ever since the breaches have happened. But monitoring without restoration is like the fire department calling and saying, hey, your house is on fire, and not doing anything about it. Monitoring with restoration, like what we do with ID Shield, is like the fire department calling saying, hey, your house is on fire. In fact, we already put out the fire. We've hired the builders. They're here right now. They're rebuilding your house. They're going to do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to restore your house to what it was before the fire. That's what we do with ID Shield. If you look at the monitoring right here, this is an example of how much monitoring we're going to be doing. Refer to your flyer because there's more information on there, and we're actually adding more monitoring in 2019, so stay tuned on that. But we're going to monitor the things that matter: your date of birth, your social security number, your passport number, your driver's license, your medical ID numbers, your email addresses, your phone, your credit card, debit card, retail cards, bank accounts. For the financial information, this isn't the fraud in those accounts that we're looking for. Your bank and credit card will still let you know about fraud. We're looking for the buying or selling of this number, so maybe we can prevent it ahead of time before somebody makes their own card with your information. In fact, all of this information, we're looking for the buying or selling of your personal information. The way ID Shield works is if you put the app on your phone, it pushes out your alerts. It comes through and says, was this you, yes or no? So you can respond right away. Yes, this is me. I changed my address because I moved. No, this wasn't. It prompts you to contact that licensed private investigator. They start to go on your behalf to fully restore you back to pre-theft status. They'll do whatever it takes as long as it takes. You sign a one-page limited power of attorney over to them and then hand it over to them so that you don't have to be on your short lunch break calling Social Security, calling the IRS, trying to handle this on your own. Your benefit is $4.23 per pay period. Very affordable benefit. Full family is $7.98 per pay period. For children, we'll monitor the buying or selling of a child's social security number. If they're a minor child, existence of a credit file on them. If they're over age 18, we won't be doing monitoring on them, but they still have full restoration if they have identity theft. Going to be moving on to the legal service next. The legal service starts with unlimited legal advice. We want you to use this for everyday life situations, anything that's causing you stress, all the way up to the big traumatic situations. So this can be an issue with your neighbor, it can be an issue with your landlord, it can be an issue with your mortgage company, it can be an issue with bringing a television back to Walmart, and Walmart says bring it back to the manufacturer because we don't stock it anymore. Manufacturer says bring it back to Walmart. Now you're stuck with a broken television. So everyday life trivial for me. I live in Colorado. I live in the mountains. Our cell phone tower was down for 3 days in a row here. And I called T-Mobile hoping that they would reimburse me. They bumped me up to their highest supervisor, and they told me that they would sell me a booster for my home instead. So that wasn't what I was asking for, so I called the law firm next. They said they'll write a letter on my behalf and see what happens. I got exactly what I was asking for off my next bill. It was a $44 issue. I would have never hired a law firm about a $44 issue, but since it's truly unlimited, we say use them all the time. And it doesn't have to be something as little as $44. I had an employee recently that told me that we saved him $10,000. He was going to send his daughter to private school. In August, he decided not to. The school said, you already signed a contract, so you still have to pay the $10,000. Law firm wrote a letter to the school. He wasn't obligated into the $10,000. They'll review contracts and documents for you. Maybe he should have stopped before he signed. Always stop before you sign. I saved $800 buying a car at one of the dealerships in Denver just because I stopped before I signed. Now, it takes 3 business days for them to turn around on a contract, but I was able to walk away and make sure I wanted to buy that car. Law firm called me back. They said, looks pretty standard. Just see if they'll take off this one line item for $800. It's called the dealer prep fee. We want to let you know that's essentially a car wash and vacuum. And since it was a brand new car, they probably just took off the plastic. So I went back to the dealership and I said, my attorney said to take this off. They said, okay, because it was my attorney that said it, not me whining that I didn't want to pay for that. They'll also do your full will, living will, healthcare power of attorney, financial power of attorney for you and for a spouse, and they'll update that every year. That's about a $1,500 value. Please take advantage of that, especially if you have children, set up your guardianship. Even if you don't have a lot of assets, get that living will and healthcare power of attorney portion done. If you need a trust done, then it will be at a 25% discount. But for most people, the will package is exactly what they need. Also, we'll represent you for a number of just-in-case benefits. If somebody in the household gets a speeding ticket, it's representation with you or on your behalf to traffic court. It just has to be defensible. Represent you for an IRS audit with a tax attorney. The law firm will represent you for a personal civil lawsuit. And then we also do family benefits, uncontested divorce, separation, adoption, name change. Family benefits have a 90-day waiting period. And then we get pretty close to saving the world for $7.98 per pay period for the legal benefit, but there's a few things outside of full coverage. Those fall into our 25% discount. Those would be things like bankruptcy or contested divorce or DUI, anything criminal, child custody that goes into court. The really nice thing is you can get the advice first, get a quote, and then shop around and make sure you want to use our law firm. You're not locked into using them at all. Who's covered? You're covered as the employee. Your spouse is covered. Dependent children up to 26 at home or in college. And like I was saying on the ID Shield, dependent children between 18 and 25. They won't have any monitoring with ID Shield, but they still have full restoration, and they're covered by both benefits. Your pricing on this, ID Shield, $4.23 for you as employee only, $7.98 for full family. Legal is also $7.98. When we combine the family benefits together, we give you a discount, so your family combo is $14.45 per pay period. You guys have really great rates here. Please take advantage of that. And then we also have member perks, which is like an employee discount buying program. So if you're using your member perks, it's going to pay for your service. And 8% off Verizon without even changing your plan. Great benefits at Office Max, Office Depot, as far as especially printing. Save huge there. AMC Movies, Regal Movies. Anytime you're going to go to the movies or out to eat, check your member perks first. Great discounts on Dell computers, Best Buy. I got a Sam's Club membership through here recently. It was $23 rather than $45. Pet insurance is in here, nationwide pet insurance. Really great discounts, so take advantage of your member perks. And then I just want to thank you for the opportunity to serve all of you. Please let me know if there's any questions, concerns. I am available, and you guys will all have my cell phone number. So thank you very much, and I look forward to working with all of you. Have a great day.